What if the exercise your doctor recommended for your poor leg circulation is actually making things worse? As a surgeon, I see this mistake every single day in patients over 60, and the consequences can be devastating. People walk faithfully, they elevate their legs, they wear compression socks, and still end up with cold feet, painful swelling, and a growing fear of falling. Bad circulation after 60 is not just about discomfort, it is one of the earliest warning signs that your heart and arteries are under serious stress. Left unchecked, it leads to slow-healing wounds, dangerous infections, and in the worst cases, amputations that could have been prevented. By age 70, nearly 1 in 5 adults has measurable peripheral artery disease in the legs, and many of them have no idea. We see swelling turn into open sores, we see balance slip away, and then one single fall starts a rapid decline that is incredibly hard to reverse. But here is the good news. Recovery depends on 5 specific movements that physically push blood back toward your heart. Once you understand which muscle drives that pump, the fix becomes surprisingly simple. I have saved the most powerful exercise for last, and when you understand the science behind it, you will never look at exercise after 60 the same way again. This could be the difference between walking strong at 80 or needing a cane by 70, so stay with me through all 5. Let us begin with exercise number 5, the second heart pump through calf activation. This is often the first movement surgeons prescribe after leg surgery to prevent circulation collapse. Your calves contain what doctors call the venous muscle pump, sometimes referred to as your body's second heart. Every time this muscle contracts, it physically squeezes the veins in your lower legs and pushes blood back up toward your heart. After 60, this pump weakens fast, especially if you sit for long periods during the day. When it underperforms, blood pools in the ankles, swelling increases, and oxygen delivery drops dramatically. Clinical studies show that simple ankle pumping can significantly improve venous return and reduce lower leg swelling, even without standing or walking. To perform this correctly, sit in a chair with your feet flat on the floor. Lift your toes toward your shins while keeping your heels down. Then press your toes into the floor and lift your heels like you are stepping on a gas pedal. Move slowly with control, aim for 20 to 30 reps, 2 to 3 times per day. This movement restores a pumping action that walking alone often fails to activate strongly enough after 60. Now before we move on, if this information is helping you, take 1 second to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell. We share doctor-backed exercises and health strategies for people over 60 every single week. Subscribing means you will never miss a video that could protect your mobility and independence, and it helps us reach more people who truly need this. Exercise number 4, the seated venous return lift. A 2024 study found that adults over 60 who performed seated leg lifts with light resistance improved walking speed by 28% and stair climbing ability by 45% in just 8 weeks. Doctors actually call walking speed the 6th vital sign because slower walking speed is linked to higher fall risk and shorter lifespan. Seated leg lifts target your quadriceps and hip flexors while forcing your core to stabilize your body. These are the exact muscles that keep your legs working when you stand, climb stairs, or rise from a chair. When those muscles contract, they squeeze the big veins in your thigh and help drive blood back up to the heart. Sit tall in a sturdy chair with your back pressed firmly against the seat and both feet flat on the floor. Slowly lift one leg straight out, keeping the knee as straight as comfortable. Hold for 2 seconds, then lower slowly. Do 10 to 15 reps on each leg, and as it gets easier, add light ankle weights or a resistance band. Research shows muscles respond to progressive resistance at any age, and older adults often improve faster because they are starting from a lower baseline. Exercise number 3, the calf pump walk with support. A landmark report cited by the National Institute on Aging found that calf strength is one of the strongest predictors of whether someone over 60 maintains independence. Seniors with stronger calves had dramatically fewer falls and were far less likely to need assisted living. Your calf muscles act like a mechanical pump, squeezing deep veins and forcing blood upward against gravity with every contraction. Weak calves mean blood pools, swelling increases, and balance reactions slow down dangerously. Stand behind a chair or countertop and hold on lightly for support. Rise up onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels as high as comfortable. At the top, pause for 2 to 3 seconds while looking straight ahead, not down. Then lower slowly, taking about 3 seconds to come back down. That brief pause at the top forces your balance system and calf muscles to fire together, exactly what happens when you catch yourself during a stumble. Start with 10 repetitions and work up to 25 as your strength improves. Exercise number 2, the single leg circulation hold. Studies show that the ability to stand on one leg is one of the strongest predictors of future falls, mobility loss, and rapid decline after 60. Adults who fail simple balance tests are several times more likely to experience serious falls within the next few years. Every time you stand on one leg, your calf, ankle, hip, and core muscles contract continuously, creating a prolonged muscle pump effect that pushes blood upward. Walking never creates this demand because you are only on one leg for a fraction of a second. Stand next to a countertop and place one hand lightly on it for support. Shift your weight onto one leg and lift the other foot just an inch off the floor. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds while breathing normally, then switch legs. As this gets easier, reduce how much you rely on your hand until you can hover without touching the surface. And now the moment you have been waiting for, exercise number 1, the standing calf pump hold. Once you understand what this movement does inside your legs, you will see why surgeons prescribe it almost like medicine for restoring blood flow. No other exercise activates the calf muscle pump as powerfully, as safely, or as consistently after 60. Your calves are not just muscles, they are pressure pumps. When you rise onto your toes and hold, those muscles squeeze the deep veins and physically drive blood upward against gravity. The hold keeps the pump engaged long enough to overcome pooling, swelling, and sluggish return flow. Walking does not do this. Ankle pumps prepare the system, but heel raises with a hold actively move blood and keep it moving. Stand behind a chair, place your feet hip-width apart, and slowly rise onto the balls of your feet. Hold the top position for 3 to 5 seconds while breathing normally and looking straight ahead. Lower slowly, taking 3 seconds to come back down, that is 1 repetition. Start with 8 to 10 reps and work up to 20 with control. Clinical rehab data shows that seniors who master controlled heel raises improve circulation, walking endurance, ankle strength, and balance confidence all at once. Unlike high-impact exercises, this puts minimal stress on joints, making it safe even for people with arthritis. So there you have it, 5 exercises surgeons rely on to restore circulation, reduce swelling, and protect independence after 60. Walking is wonderful, but it leaves critical gaps in circulation and balance training. These 5 movements fill those gaps. They take less than 15 minutes per day, require no gym, and can be done safely at home. Which of these exercises surprised you the most, or which one are you starting today? Drop a comment below. We read every single one. And before you go, do not skip the next video on your screen. It reveals one wall-based exercise that works better than walking for leg strength and stability after 60. The results are dramatic when done correctly. Watch that next. Thanks for watching.